I am back and this is my favourite and least favourite book of 2020 video, and I'll start straight away with my favourite, which is The Girl Who Dared to Think by Bella Forrest. And I'm surprised I liked this as much as I did, which is a surprise within itself. I don't know why I was surprised I liked it, but I did. And this book is about it's set in a post-apocalyptic world, and a girl called Liana lives in the tower, as it's called, controlled by a computer called Scipio. And when Liana's number in the tower falls, she realises that something isn't quite right with the system that they live, and the question is, will she try and save the system and the people in it, or will she seek to destroy the whole thing and bring it all tumbling down? And I enjoyed the book immensely. It was great fun. I loved her relationship with another character called Grey. Even though they're on the run throughout the book, they are complex and relatable in many ways. It's easy to read and understand, and like most of Bella Forrest's work, it's not expensive. It's quick and easy to get through. It's fast paced and interesting all the way through, and I do recommend reading The Gender Game first before the series, simply because they do tie in together, and The Gender Game does come first, and there is a mention of The Gender Game in this book as well, so I recommend you go there first. And that was just my quick kind of review and reasons why I liked the book. So I'm going to go straight on to my least favourite book of the year. My least favourite book of the year is Dogged by Kari Fessler, and where to start really. There is a teenage girl in main character called Carissa, and she is obsessed with dogs, and she regularly has a job where she dog sits and takes dogs for walks and things for people. And she's in a summer camp and just wants to go home so she can do that. But as soon as she ends up in the camp, she not only has to save some dogs that she finds, but she has to try and save her own skin as well. And the only really good thing about this book is that the world building was pretty good. I could imagine the places where Carissa was quite well. I could imagine them quite clearly in my head. But that's all really. The rest of it was just confusing. It was jumping from one thing to the next. It went very slow at the start. It wasn't realistic, and it wasn't really very complex either, and I didn't really care for it by the end of the book. I don't know why I didn't DNF it, to be honest, but hey. I found the characters were indistinguishable in the book. The voices weren't any different to one another, which adds a little bit of confusion to the book really. It wasn't really multiple point of view, but in regards to other people in the book when they were speaking, or if there was any scenes in the book where there was multiple people, you couldn't get a feel for them really. It was all the same. And I think had they managed to do that, the book could have been a lot better. Had it been the world building and the characters having good depth and easy to tell apart, I think the pacing and the plot bit would have been I would have been able to put that bit to the side at least, for the sake of the rest of it. But unfortunately I couldn't really do that because it wasn't very good, and I only gave that 1 star on Goodreads, which is a bit disappointing. I'd looked forward to reading that, but I did get it free from Book Sirens, which are kind of similar to NetGalley, but you're more likely to actually get the books that you want. You just ask for a book and they're very likely to actually give them to you. But unlike NetGalley, they don't have many of the big named authors on there. You just have to go through, see what's interesting, and you'll likely get a free book. But that's all I've got for this video today. I hope you've enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.